Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Don here. And today, well, we're going to be having a little bit of a hangout, talking about 3D printing. I'm going to be doing some painting today on Rockett for that collage that I've finished up printing, but it needs a lot of painting. And as a guest, we have Martin.
Yeah, hi. I'm here. I'm currently working with my palette 2, printing away multicolor parts, just trying out different features. And here's one part I did. It's a fish. It's looking really cool. But now I'm testing a small print with having a separate material for the interface layers for supports. So if I get a water soluble supports, I can use that for interface layers. So I'm playing around with that, and I'm using Slicer, the Slick 3R program, to slice and upload to the Chroma program that creates a purge block and takes care of the palette specific things. I'm setting up the workflow so I can export the decode with a multi-extruder setup from Slick 3R into Chroma and save that off to a WOTS folder for Octoprint, so I can send the sliced file directly to Octoprint and use the plugin for the palette on Octoprint to actually do the print. So it's an ecosystem of programs and hardware devices that has to come together to use this device.
Yeah, I think it's not that simple just to put colors of filament into it and then connect it to your printer and then say print, and you got your multicolored print coming out of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a process, and they have pretty good videos on their website on how to do individual things, and they have pretty good forum as well. And I got stuck with when I was doing supports in Slick 3R. Then for some reason, because Slick 3R has variable layer heights in the supports, and the Chroma program didn't know what to do, so that basically did a crazy size purge block in a panic mode, and the model was not sliced properly in Chroma. And I reached out on the Facebook group for the palette, and maybe after 10 minutes I got detailed information on how to change settings in Slick 3R for the palette support.
Cool.
Generation to work, and that worked. So yeah, it's a process, and I'm just gathering experience and resources and settings and such to create videos, doing like trying to utilize the different functions in the program or with a device to do a series of videos. So I have like buckets of prints and supports and slices, and even this crazy purge bucket that went bananas.
That purge block, that looks interesting.
Yeah, and here's supports that are this supports for the fish model, and this is multicolor supports, so it purges each color into the supports as well. So it's a lot of.
Is that possible, Martin? That for example, that fish that you printed that is multicolor, yeah?
Yeah, like for this one was here in the support.
Yeah, is it possible that because you have a lot of support, that your purge could be used as support, and then it's clean enough to go over and do the print?
Yeah,
or do you still need the purge block?
Yeah, you still need the purge block because the volume of material in the support is not enough to do a proper purge. So you can maybe see in the purge it's multicolor support, but it still has the purge block to come with it. So
that's a crazy purge block.
yeah, it's like for this model, this is has not much infill, and this is probably, I would say, 3 times heavier than the model.
Ouch. Ouch.
So I have a take on the purge block thing, because people are talking about its waste.
Yeah.
Like here's another model, and yeah, I think this is the purge block for this one. No, it's not. Whatever. This one here, this one, and this is quite heavy, and this is the model. And like when you print a model with supports, and you think of, yeah, you're gonna take the supports and throw them away, like with the X-wing model. I collected all the supports that I took away, and it was half a kilo of supports for that project.
Yeah.
Is that a waste, or is it just a part of the project? And it's just a cost of the process. And like if you have are you in woodworking or metalworking, and you have a lathe, and you have to create a object with your lathe, and you cut away a lot of material to come down to the shape that you want to do with the lathe, and all the shavings that go off the lathe, are they waste, or are they just part of the process? So you can say it's a lot of material that goes away. And sure, if you just throw it in the landfill, it's maybe not the best, but it's just a cost of doing that process. So, and in my case, I can throw all the purge blocks and all the supports and all, like when something happens with the print, you get because it's a Bowden setup from the pallet to the printer. It has done some slices, and it had failures, and I had to cancel the print. And then you get a lot of like those strands.
Yeah, but that's something you could save for your 3D pen, right?
Yeah, I can use it on my 3D pen, or I can use the palette to do like a multi-spole mode, so I can slice them up into one continuous strand. But most likely, if those parts are very short, like just maybe this short, I'm just gonna throw them away. But it's just a part of the process. So
and the purge blocks, you know, a couple of people have told me before in other streams, they save the purge blocks, and then they give them, you know, to like kindergarten.
Yeah, you could do that. Like blocks that you can, but like in this, like this purge block, that would maybe not be a very good idea, because the bottom part of it is polyalchemy, and that one is very loose from the. So this will be ground up in the. If kids would start to play with it, they would get this material all over the place, because so in all cases, it's not maybe the best idea, but you can certainly do some creative stuff with the purge blocks. But like supports and purge block, I look at them the same way. They're a part of the process, and if you need to do a multicolor print, or you need to do a print with supports, then that's just the cost of it. It takes time to do it, and materials.
Yeah, that's true. And we have a new one here, Bridge Valley. Hello.
Yeah, from Switzerland.
Yeah, greetings. Servus. Salute.
Yeah.
And this Logos is here. Ron is here. And I'm not sure who else is here. I mean, we do have a couple more watching. Yeah. Walter is still live, so I'm pretty sure in about an hour there's going to be a lot more watching.
Yeah. He has got a good amount of viewers on his channel.
Yeah.
He made the 1,000 subs monetization goal at the same time as I.
Cool. Yeah, I'm getting there. That's only about 600 hours to go, and then I've got that 4K that I need.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh man, I've been thinking, so cool, printing,
Yeah.
And then when you have for example, the palette 2, you can print parts in multicolor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's the question, do I need to paint the parts?
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely something you have to consider if you're gonna do paint on the model, then you're not gonna spend the first block and time when you don't need to.
Yeah. If I had how many colors how many different types of how many colors of filament can you put into the purge into the palette?
It's 4. Yeah.
4. That would be gold, brown, orange. Wait a minute. I have the picture here as a reference on my display. Oops. What happened here? Silver, orange, brown, gold. Yeah. Silver, brown, gold, orange. And then I would not have to print this, paint it.
Yeah. 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 And then, of course, the model needs to be multi-part model as well. I was learning, I did my maker coin, and before that was just a single STL, everything fused together. And I had to go back into Fusion and extrude like the letters in the back as separate objects and the face as a separate object. And then my name that I normally have here in the top, maybe difficult to see. Those are separate objects. And the thing is, you have to if you're going to convert a model, you have to take into account that you want to have the models, because each STL file or each model has to intersect at some point. If you have, like what I had here, I had the letters in my name just on the side of the coin. And as they start to print the letters as a separate object, it has a separate shell and separate outer layer. And because the letters are extruded outward from the coin, it starts to print in midair. It doesn't start in the middle of the coin and go to the outside. So what I have to do is to cut a hole basically into the coin and have the letters extruded inwards as well. So when it starts to print, it prints from the inside of the coin and to the outside, and then just because it's just the overhang printed in mid-air, and most of the letters just broke off right away because they started to print in mid-air and ended the print in mid-air. So you really have to think on how, if you're gonna take an existing model and cut it down, you have to. It's maybe not very easy if you don't have the source Fusion file for it, or if you just take a STL, you can't really just paint the outer surface. You have to have the objects intersect to some level, so they basically lock together, because it's not like you're printing in one go and then just stops printing, purges, and continues printing the same line, the same decode command. It's a starts a separate model.
Martin, that means there needs to be more work done on the slicer program, I would say. It needs to be more like, I would say, a painting, a 3D painting program, where you just have your brush or your marker at this point, and then you click on the objects that you want in blue, and then you say, this is all blue, finished. Okay, the next color is red, and then you click on your 3D item, yeah, which items are red, and then the slicing program should be the one that does all this work for you.
Yeah, the slicer program doesn't know anything else than the objects it loaded, so it doesn't know if it can intersect the objects or not. So there needs to be some more intellect in the slicer program.
Yeah.
In the canvas or the chroma program, where you select the colors.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that the programs, they're going to need a lot more work on them, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more updates on the programs coming.
Yeah, and like with the palette, there's like an online program that you go on the website, and in some cases that program is working, and in most cases it does not work for me. So I went back to Slick 3R to do slicing in Slick 3R, and then use the Chroma program. That's a program that you run on your PC to do the multicolor part. Yeah, see you, Ben.
Okay, Ben.
Ben.
Ben's going to be flying in and out today, I think.
Yeah,
I think he's got a lot to do today.
Yeah, so it's a process, and like in this case, it's maybe difficult to see on the camera. The face is in a very dark saturated color, and then the coin is in a very light blue. And in this case, my purse block was not big enough, so you might see here in the bottom part, the blue in the coin is a little bit darker than the bottom part of the blue. So.
Yeah, but you could always say, yeah, this is a shading.
Yeah, but it's not uniform, so it looks rather bad. So in that case, the purse block needed to be a little bit bigger, because if you have a very saturated color with a lot of pigments, it's like a black color. It takes longer to purge. So you have to learn basically how your filament are behaving. If you have a filament that is very saturated in colors, then you have to adjust the purse block in for that filament. And if you're doing like maybe those two colors, they are both like pale or light pastel colors. Then you might not need just as much purse block, because the colors are not so different. So that's something that you have to like learn and figure out.
So that means right now I don't have to try and get my money together to get a palette 2, because the program's not going to be as good as these three right here, huh?
Yeah, those are a different beast. So if you can use those, I still have to experiment with like fusing together TPU and PLA and get like a different type of material, like through multi-material slicing. And I'm gonna do some experiment with that at some point. And that, of course, you can't do with a pencil. If you need like a flexible joint that you can print with PLA, and then a TPU in the middle, and then PLA on the.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
So if that would be the program has a profile to slice PLA to PETG and PETG to TPU and TPU to PLA, and so it has like presets. So when you select the materials, you don't only select the output or input, you select what material is on each input. And I don't know how it works with, like, if you have a material that you would normally print at 210 degrees, and then you get a TPU that you print at 240 degrees or 30 degrees, how it handles that. It must then wait and wait for the hot end to get up to temp and continue, and maybe that's something that is already taken care of in the software. I haven't done any experimented with it, so that's something I have to figure out.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem right there. I could see, for example, if you're printing with PLA, let's say at 210.
Yeah.
And then for a TPU, that TPU is going to have to be remanufactured so that it can work at a lower temperature.
Yeah, I
So
could imagine if the program knows about the materials, then it could pause the print, get the hot end up to temp, and continue. So it
yeah.
could be done if the software is clever enough.
I
have to try it.
Well, that's one thing definitely that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Now I'm doing a print with having just a separate color for the interface layers, as you would do if you have like a soluble support.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at the purse block because it prints the part and the supports all in the same color, and then the purse block is just the frame and with very, very light infill, so it's almost hollow. So it just has to wait until it gets to the point it needs to purse. So it's building up the purse block just very, very thin. So it tries to save as much as possible on the material that goes into the purse block.
Yeah, and you know what I found out?
Yeah.
I found out I do not have any brown colors.
Yeah. Okay.
In my Vallejo assortment.
Yeah. Okay.
So you know what that means?
Yeah. Yellow and red, I think. No.
Yellow, red, and blue.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have like a color chart where you can see what colors you need to mix?
No. That was something that I always saw when my mother was painting. She always did that with her eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, when I was painting the Elder Lighthouse, I made my dark color first, and then all I had to do was just lighten it up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was easy to do.
Yeah. Well, like when I'm painting my landscape, I'm just figuring it out as we go, how the colors blend. But
Yeah.
I guess color wheel would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be a good idea, you know, telling you, okay, if you want this color, you need, you know, so much of this one, so much of that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it just might be easy enough today because it's roughly basic colors: a dark brown, an orange, a silver, and a gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereby for that dark brown, I'll have to lighten that one up afterwards, you know, after the dark brown is dried, because then a little bit of a lighter shading has to come on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought, who knows? Maybe today it'd be a good day to do a little bit of painting.
Yeah. Yeah. I printed out. I'm gonna do an airbrush job on this one. This is a church that is a building here in Iceland. And there, did you see on the Matter Hackers video where the Matter Hacker minutes where Mara was talking to the guy that was creating models of buildings all around the world? Yeah. And this model is from that project. Cool. It's what I'm finding the it's called Mini World on my Mini Factory.
Mini World.
Mini World on my Mini Factory. It has a lot of models of buildings all around the world, like famous building, and this, where if you are a tourist and come to Iceland and go downtown Reykjavik, this will you can see this building from everywhere in Reykjavik, basically. So a lot of people come and visit this church. It's like the biggest church in Iceland.
Cool.
You might have noticed Mara was she was wearing my 3DP Iceland T-shirt. I sent her a T-shirt and she was wearing that in the video. So I got tagged, and the maker of the mini world sent me a tweet and pointed out he had done Icelandic building. So I had to print that out, and my plan is to do airbrush on this one, and just practicing with the airbrush tools, because now I got the pump and some basic colors, and I got airbrush cleaner that I got from Value.
You got the cleaner, you got the thinner?
Yeah, I got two. One is called Airbrush Flow Improver.
Yeah, that's the thinner.
Yeah, and then the airbrush cleaner.
Yeah,
and then this pack was what's called basic colors set from Value. This pack is called basic color. It has a variety of colors.
Yeah, but did you notice one thing in that pack? Do you see a brown in that one?
Yeah, there's one brown.
You have a brown in yours?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe it.
Yeah, this one is called flat brown.
Where is my brown? Where is my brown? That would have saved me a lot of bit of time right now.
Yeah. It got like all the basic colors and gold as well.
Yeah. Now I bought that same pack as first, you know, because I thought, okay, I'll have all the colors that I will basically need in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't have any brown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is, I think, good enough to get started, and then I got some, like, those are just small cups to if I need to blend colors in. Just got this at the grocery store.
You got that at the grocery store?
Yeah, they're just very simple plastic cups. So if I need to blend colors before I put them into the airbrush, I can do that.
There you go.
And then I got a few like glass containers that if I need to store a color between, if I have to do a multi-pass print, I can put the colors in those glass containers to store them for a few hours.
Do they have the? Wait a minute. Do they? No, they have a different diameter. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just glass containers. They're not from the airbrush manufacturer or anything like that. So
no, I was just thinking about my airbrush that I have, you know, because I have this bottle right here.
Yeah, that goes underneath.
Yeah, you can get these bottles with a normal cap on them really cheap.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that you get the right diameter so that, you know, when you need that color, all you have to do is just take the cap off and then put the adapter in it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, those have different types of lids, so they're not like made for the airbrush.
Yeah.
My wife actually found them at a store, so she brought me those 3 sizes.
There you go.
So I have. She wasn't sure what size I would need, so she just got 3. They're all like super cheap, just glass bottles.
Yeah. Well, you know, it all depends on what you have to paint, and then how much you have left over from a mixed color.
Yeah.
I would say normally the smaller bottles, but you know, if you are printing something like I'm printing.
yeah. If I do, like, if you are gonna do a big print, like with your battleships, then you might want to blend in a good amount of colors to get a uniform color, because you will fill your airbrush many times, and you don't want to mix a color for each each time you need more paint. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the bigger bottle would be good in that case.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi there, Radio Man. Radio Man.
Hey, Radio Man. Hey.
Yeah,
How you doing? Okay. That is still a little bit too red.
I'm setting up for playing around with airbrush.
Okay. And looks like I need to put a little bit more blue in it. I know for sure I'm going to have a lot more brown than I need, but that doesn't matter. I got these bottles real cheap, so if I have to...
This building I'm doing, it's mostly white colors. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do white and then maybe a little bit of weathering on it.
Oh, everything's okay, Radio Man. Everything's okay. I hope you're doing okay too.
Yeah, was Walter having a trouble with the OBS?
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, hope he'll figure it out.
Yeah, I hope so too. So another little drop in there.
Do you know with the airbrush colors, do you always need the flow improver, or can you use just water to dilute the colors?
You mean to thin them out before?
Yeah.
I would prefer the flow because it has a little bit of a dryer in it too. If you use water, that will cause your paint to dry a little bit slower.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really say what's inside.
Yeah. Okay, that looks a lot better.
They say here add 1 to 2 drops of flow improver per 10 drops of paint.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow that instructions. Yeah, okay, so he's getting 1080p. That's cool.
He's streaming at 1080p now. Wow.
Yeah, he moved into like a different camper.
Yeah.
With his studio.
Yeah.
And there he could get a signal because the other camper he's living in that has a metal sheeting that kills the signal.
Yeah, and he also got a different type of modem and contract with another company, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he could get faster speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has, so to say, he has a separate internet connection for the Hangout, for his makerspace.
Yeah, so his wife can watch TV or something.
Yeah, yeah. What the heck? Oh, come on now. I just happened to find another hair.
How's your internet at your location? What speed do you have?
Right now, I have a 50 up and 50 down and 15 up.
Okay.
Yeah. Gigabyte, I think it is. And they've already done the fiber connections, you know, all the fiber cables and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm living here in the city middle, that was no problem. Yeah, to get that done fast, because they started out in the city middle because of the courthouse and everything.
Yeah.
And the banks and all that. But when I asked my supporter, what would it cost me to go from 50 to 100 so that I could stream a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah. He told me, well, you'd have to get the 100, but at the 100, you only have a 25 up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I said, well, yeah, that's interesting, but how much is that going to cost me? Well, yeah, that's going to cost about 59 euros a month.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, no, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm paying 59 euros, yeah, for what I have, but that's also including telephone and a card for my cell phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If I didn't need the cell phone, I could save 10 euros. But then there's the problem, yeah. If I didn't have a cell phone, I would have a problem with the internet banking.
Yeah. Yeah. To get authenticated.
Yeah, you get the key every time when you want to make a wire transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, over here you have to have a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I'm painting, that is Rockett Raccoon. Oh, wait a minute. I got Martin locked on. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got a clock. I didn't do my thinner correctly at the beginning.
Yeah, here you go. There's Rockett Raccoon. And when he's done, he's going to have his cannon in his arm, his laser cannon or whatever that is there. Oh, it's showing Country 3D is offline now. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe he stopped streaming so that everybody can come over and join my stream here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought I'd start printing him first, because when that one's done, then I have this smoke. Yeah. And that is coming out of his rocket pack on the back. And then I'm going to have to paint a little bit of yellow and red into this for the flames. And of course, I got a lot of other parts that I have to print too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and this one, and Rockett, he was printed with that new gray filament that I have from Owl Filament. Oh yeah, hey, Martin.
Yeah.
Might be in a couple of months, I will be getting a 3D printer sent to me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if it's going to be a kit or if it's going to be finished, built, and ready to print.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's going to be a brand new model from a company. And yeah, because I'm good friends with the boss.
Yeah.
He told me, Don, well, it looks like you'll be getting a printer in a couple of months. Yeah, for your channel.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's the same thing I said. First thing I was speechless. Yeah, and I said, wow, that'd be cool. Be one of the first ones to do a review and videos on on a brand new printer that came out on the market.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was really interesting, you know, yesterday. But something went wrong with the first link that you sent me there
Yeah.
For the Hangout. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was in a Hangout. I was all alone. And I was thinking, huh, something's wrong here.
Yeah. What happened was because Ben was taking control,
Yeah.
he accidentally started the Hangout.
Ah.
Then that link didn't work, and we had to create a new one to correct it. So that's the reason it went.
No
that
problem.
way.
No problem. Yeah, because I saw a second link there, and it didn't look like a Hangout link, you know.
Yeah, it was like a short link. When you copy to Google, you can get a short link.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the thing with that one.
That's what was going on there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this clog out.
Oh yeah. But I mean, you don't have to worry. I do have a reference photo from Rockett Raccoon on my display right now, so that I can look at the picture and see where do I need the browns, where do I need the orange, where do I need the silver, and where I need the gold.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like I'm almost talking about Christmas painting, you know? Silver and gold, silver and gold.
Yeah.
This first coating that I'm doing looks even better compared to that photo that I have, because he did a really dark brown, yeah? And the brown color that I've got here is not as dark as on that picture. Because a raccoon, and what's really strange, the raccoon normally has a bobtail, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know where there's stripes in his tail?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in this photo that I'm watching here, he painted the tail completely dark brown, and there's no stripes in it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, that was really interesting yesterday. But you know, it was a good thing you didn't have Tom Lemma.
Yeah.
In the Hangout, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that guy, I mean, I have to agree with him. You know, if you have problems printing on any other surface, just get yourself a roll of painter's blue tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree with him there. But the way how he brought that over is like as if there was nothing else. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, no, I was thinking my best solution would probably be for my Wanhao D9 is to first off try a glass bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to start with a flat surface.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my problem because we found out, after heating it up to 55, the bed, yeah, I took a metal linear, I took a metal ruler and was laying it on the metal bed without that flexible plate. And I even had fluctuations there. Like in the middle, it was a little bit too high.
Yeah.
In one area. On the edges, it was okay. It was just right in the middle, just a little area, yeah, where went from the middle to the back. And when you press the ruler down on the back, you had about 2 millimeters in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, Walter's back, huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't watch him and do my stream at the same time. That's not that's not good for my streaming.
No, there are so many people streaming now. It's impossible to select a time of the day where nobody is streaming and expecting everybody to be able to watch your stream.
I was thinking about Thursday because Ricky, he wasn't live on Thursday,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I didn't get any message from him. Hey Don, I'm not going to be online. Could you take over for me today? Then I would have known, and then I could have done something. But yeah, no message. I wasn't sure what to do, so I left it as it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a really bad clock.
Uh-oh. You know how to take it apart, right?
Yeah. I'm dipping it in water now and moving the needle back and forth and trying to get it.
Yeah. You should be able to take the needle completely out from the backside.
Yeah. I'm doing it, taking it just out so it goes past the mechanism.
Uh-huh.
Just even though I take the needle out completely, it still doesn't feed paint in.
Uh-huh.
or water. Just using warm water now.
Okay.
It will get there at some point.
Yeah, you have that bucket on top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the passageway down there is also clean?
Yeah, from the bucket side, I don't see any clog. So everything that I can physically see is clean.
Uh-huh.
I take the needle out, and that one is clean as well. So it's somewhere in the. I don't know if I can take the tip off. Maybe I can take the tip off.
Tape? Where is the tape?
No, not the tape. The tip. The tip of the.
The tip. Yeah. Should be able to turn that one off too.
Yeah, it turns a little bit here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hello. If you, where am I? Okay, I see now. I have to readjust this camera. This camera is not showing my process correctly.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and a little bit of white is going to be needed too. Just a little bit. For his eyes and for his teeth. And then a little bit of black for his nose. So there's no, there's a little bit again. Okay. So I hope to be printing on my Ender 3 this weekend. Been sick all week. Oh, well, Radio Man, I hope you're getting better too. Because I'm getting over a cold. Martin is getting over a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like this is the wrong time of year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you know what, Martin? Yesterday and the day before, the grass outside was white.
Yeah. Okay. We got a little bit of snow this morning here. So
now, if I look outside now, everything is almost gone, except for in a couple of small areas, you know? So, you know, the ground is already at zero.
Yeah.
In that area where it's still a little bit, I don't know. I mean, it's not even a centimeter, you know, it's not even 1 centimeter of snow that came down overnight.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was raining, and then it got a little bit colder, and then it started freezing and started turning into snowflakes, you know, and then got warmer on the next day.
Yeah. Here it's maybe 10 centimeters snow, but it's about 0 degrees or a little bit above, so it's starting to melt, I think.
Yeah. I've got, wow, 4.1. Hey, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
How you doing, Sean? Yeah, now 4.1 degrees Celsius now. So they're sitting somewhere around what? 32, 34, 36. Yeah, 36, 37 degrees Fahrenheit, I think it would be.
Yeah, I got it cleaned out.
Yeah.
I had to just take the problem was in the front, like the very tip.
Uh-huh. Well done.
Yeah, I'm like still learning the maintenance process.
Oh, there's not much to it, you know. All you have to do is just remember, take it completely apart after you're done painting, and clean every micrometer that you can find.
Yeah, that was the thing. I hadn't before taken it the front part of it to apart, so I didn't know the mechanics of the front end.
Well, that's good that you're here today, so that if there's any question, I can tell you.
Yeah.
So, there. Here we go. Got a little bit of brown on them now. This camera is, excuse me when I say it, but this camera is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found out with OBS, I can zoom in a little bit with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, yeah, you can see right there. It took a couple of seconds before it was sharp again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Logitech cameras, they're a lot better. They're a lot faster, and they bring a much better picture too. So, I've been watching in eBay the Logitech 910.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can get those, I would say, for under 30.
Yeah.
Maybe even under 25.
Yeah, I have the 922.
Yeah.
And that seems to be working okay for me.
Do you have the 922 everywhere?
No, I have two of those. Like the one that is a close-up camera and that is pointing to my face normally.
Yeah.
That's two Logitech cameras. But then the main camera for my videos when I'm sitting at the table doing a recording.
Yeah.
That's a Panasonic Lumix.
Yeah.
D7 4K camera.
Yeah.
So for when I'm doing YouTube videos, I have 4K camera for that.
No wonder. No wonder. No wonder that the videos those videos are better.
Yeah. Yeah, but I very often switch to the close-up cameras in my video, and then I just use the OBS to upscale it to 4K. And I really want to get this close-up camera that I have here, 4K Logitech camera. But
yeah,
I haven't purchased one yet.
No. Normally this Microsoft HD 5000. That's the one that I'm using right now to do the close-up on my desk here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the one that I normally have for my printer. Yeah, Sean says he has the 270 and the 310.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the 270. Oh, no, the 52. Is it 270 or the no? That's the 525. 525? No, I'm not sure. I think it's the 525. Whereby it says HD 720 autofocus on the front of it. So I think that's the 500. But hey, Jake from State Farm. Hello, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, hi, Jake.
Yeah, I know his real name is Matt, but you know, Jake, Jake is easier to remember, especially when it's already typed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, what I'd like to get is 2 more cameras. Yeah. So that I could have an overhead camera when I'm doing work, or 1 camera that's on a boom that I can swing around. Yeah. No, I'm not sure. I've got to, I mean, I've already, compared to last year, this is an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still have a lot more to do. Call me whatever. No, 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 Jake. We can't call you whatever.
Yeah.
What's that for a name?
Yeah. How's it's going? Whatever.
Yeah. Hi, whatever. No, we can't do that. No, but you know, of course, my main problem is my makerspace here. I mean, it's a lot better than what other people might have, yeah, that are doing videos. But no, I need a complete different desk system here. Instead of 3 different parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wanhao D9, it's sitting on a 60 by 120 glass desk table.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I have the wooden over the corner desk here. That one is going around here where my keyboard is and everything. But yeah, where I'm working right now, that thing is only 60 by 60.
Yeah. Okay. So that's quite small.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. When I bought this, I tried to contact that. I bought this over eBay, new.
Yeah.
I had a cat called No Name when I was a kid. Wow. I got this through eBay, yeah. And then I contacted the seller and asked him, hey, do you have extra parts too? Because I would like to have, for example, on the left-hand side, it's 60 deep and 100 wide, yeah? And I asked him if it would be possible that I could get another leg, the metal support beam underneath, and a 100 plate, yeah?
Yeah.
So that I could put it over here on the other side instead of this 60 plate. Then I'd have 2 100s and then use the 60 plate and extend that out on one or the other side with a extra leg and support beams. But no, we don't have any extra parts right now. Yeah. We're only selling them as one complete kit.
Yeah, the table I have, that's just a plate from IKEA.
Yeah.
Like 4 legs and a wooden plate. And you can get them at different sizes in IKEA. So,
yeah.
Just a short drive from my home to IKEA. So most of the stuff around the house is IKEA furniture.
Oh, hey, you're not the only one, Martin. In my living room, the combination that I have there with the low board for the TV stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all from IKEA.
Yeah.
And then I have this I can't remember the name exactly from IKEA, but that's that box system, you know, where you got your shelves 4x4.
Yeah.
And then you can buy these plastic boxes that you can put in it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 4x4. I got a 2x2 from the same. That was the one that had the thicker walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it because they canceled that one. And the system that they're bringing out now has the outer walls are thinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Gusner. Hello. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, hi, Gusner. Yeah, I'm a little bit better than yesterday. Not fully recovered though.
But getting there, huh?
Yeah.
Thank heavens. Thank heavens for that. Can't let a good man get sick.
Yeah, it's.
So what I need now. Why should I mix it when I've already got it?
Yeah, like yesterday, I was trying to catch up with the conversation on I couldn't focus, and I was printing on my palette, and that had a jam, and I was trying to fix that one, and I couldn't concentrate on anything, and I just had to bail out.
Well, you know how that can go, Martin. You know how that can go. I mean, your health comes first.
Yeah. I just went to bed and watched the remaining of the stream on my tablet. So I was watching to the end.
Okay. So, yeah, let's start off. See how that comes out. Ah, that works perfect. That's even better. Ha!
Yeah, better.
I love it. I love it. This is the first time, instead of mixing the color, yeah, I just used a little bit of Vallejo, the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 5 drops, you know, in my palette, and with the paintbrush right on the model.
Yeah.
And that works really nice. So that means I can use that for with paintbrush, yeah, or with airbrush. Hey, Mr. Butchum, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Oh yeah, this is coming out really nice. I didn't think that was going to be coming out so good. Then I'll be able to waiting for a snowstorm. Oh man, come on now. You gotta make a serious call with Mother Nature. Tell her, stop that bull.
Yeah.
Tell her to send it up to the North Pole. They need the snow.
Yeah.
How's it going, Martin?
Yeah, I'm still battling with the clogs. I think I put the paint in a little bit too thick again.
Yeah. When you put a couple of drops of paint in there and you put the flow, a drop of flow in, you have to mix it in the cup, pull the paint up on the sides of the cup and look to see if it's milky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to do it in a cup like this, and I think I got it still too thick.
Yeah.
So I'm cleaning out again.
Uh-huh.
Takes a while to learn the process.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still have that problem, when mixing colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so that you only have what you need and not too much more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's my main problem, because back then when I was mixing colors, I had to mix, like a cup, 1 kilo, 2 kilos, 3 kilos of color together.
Yeah.
for the paint jobs that I was doing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. This is a little bit smaller scale.
yeah. That's where I have my problem right now. But that's, I was thinking about just saving up some money and then either check out eBay again, see if I can get something that could be delivered free home. Yeah. Because I do have more space. I mean, I have enough space to where I can move this desk about 20 or 30 centimeters towards the room middle, and then put complete different desk system here, so that I have more space to work. But I really don't know how long I'm going to be in this apartment. That's another problem.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You're not over it yet.
No, it still. I measured, like, I don't have a fever today. I had a little bit of fever yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't have that at this point, but my nose is still running and
Uh-huh.
clogs up, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, I think it was my ex-mother-in-law. She was always telling me, yeah, by a cold, you have to count. It comes 3 days, it stays 3 days, and it goes 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I told her that couldn't be true. Yeah. And after the first couple of times that I was really sick with a cold, she understood what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different between people and what type of, like, if you have the flu, then that can be for several weeks. And
yeah. I always have the problem, you know, when I get a cold, it's more like it comes 3 weeks, it stays 3 weeks, and maybe it will go in 3 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem that I have.
Yeah.
But you know what's really nice about that Vallejo paint?
Yeah.
In the bottle? Yeah. You can put out 5 drops, and when that's not enough, you just put out a couple more drops.
Yeah. I was doing detail painting on the Thanos bust, this one, and I was painting like the silver and the gold. I was just using the Vallejo paint straight to the brush, putting on 1 drop of paint on the brush, and then painting. And I didn't like put it in a plastic container beforehand. I just painted right away from the from the tip of this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that went good, huh?
Yeah.
I'll catch you around later. God bless. Okay, Sean, take care of yourself, man.
Yeah. See you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have to wait for the paint to dry a little bit on the church.
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm doing his jumpsuit that he has normally in orange. I'm doing that right now. I'm going to have to let that, well, whereby maybe it'll dry fast enough so that I can work on the next colors. And then one thing's for sure, on this orange, I'm going to have to do some touch-up work on that, you know. In some areas where the gray is shining through, that's good for, you know, like a weathering look.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in other areas, it has to be a little bit darker. So, you know, put first coat on and then maybe a second coat in some areas.
Yeah, I think I need to put a little bit of primer on the PLA. I find the paint is too runny on the PLA, so it just drips down to the bottom of the print.
You have to be careful there. Yeah, I mean, they say if you prime it first, you know, and do all your sanding and everything, of course, it looks a lot better. Yeah. And if you prime it first, then it means you have your good base coat and you don't need too much paint on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, paint is paint.
Yeah. What had happened here because it's a lot of vertical walls,
Yeah.
the paint just dripped down the PLA and was accumulating in the bottom. None of it was staying on the model in the top part. So
yeah. Yeah, so, normally you have to spray a thin coat on first, wait about 10-15 minutes, let that one dry. And then you have to do a second coat.
Yeah, that might be my problem. I put too much in the first application.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that, you know, that's all a learning process, you know?
Yeah,
don't worry about that at all. That's something that you will perfectionize at one day.
Yeah, it's just a learning process.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it outside and put a little bit of just normal primer and see if that sticks a little bit better. Maybe I have to let this dry a little bit though first.
So, yeah. Where's my picture? There I am. So I'm getting to a point now. It's starting to look like something.
Yeah. Just washing my hands.
Yeah. It's starting to look like something. But now, now I'm going to have to wait a little bit on this one too.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with painting. When you're like painting one side and you have to turn the model and you can't really set it down in any good way. You have to paint one side, let it wait and dry out, and then you can continue.
Yeah. And I mean the brown that I mixed, that one dried quickly. That was no problem there. That one dried quickly. But the orange that I put on it right now, that is drying a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, I could always get, you know, my hair dryer pistol, yeah?
Yeah.
And dry it a little bit faster, but that's cheating.
Yeah. That's frowned upon in the painting process.
Yeah. But Mr. Butchum, what you got going on your side in your makerspace, man? Not seeing any videos or pictures in my Discord from your work. And Jake, I hope you're in my Discord too. Need to see a little bit more going on in there. I mean, or what do we have that Discord, hey?
Yeah, the problem with the Discord is there are so many of them.
I know.
So it's difficult to keep track of everybody.
Yeah, but you know, one Discord where you can say, this is my main Discord. This is where I've got all my people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about my Discord. You know, this is where I've got all the good guys and everything. Yeah. And oh, hey, that just reminds me. I told the boss from our Filament, the Salem.
Yeah.
Told him, yeah, all you have to do is install Discord on your PC. And he said, yeah, okay, yeah. Then I said, yeah. Then you say join a server, and then just use that code that's on the end. Yeah, use this code and say join a existing server. Yeah, and then copy that code in there and say join.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that, and then 5 minutes later he left.
Okay. So
then he gave me a telephone call and he said, "No, Don, I can't join that Discord, man." I said, "Why not?" He said, "Yeah, if everybody finds out that I'm the boss from Filament, they're going to be asking me questions without end, you know." And then,
yeah.
And then I'm going to be sitting there in Discord having to answer a lot of questions, and I don't have so much time for that.
Yeah, yeah. So he just ran away.
But he asked me, "How many people do you have in your Discord?" And I said, "Oh, I think it's somewhere around 50. Why?"
Yeah.
"That's a lot of people. And they all have something to do with 3D printing?" And I said, "Hey, every one of them has something to do with 3D printing."
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them are YouTubers too. Yeah. "Yeah, where are they all?" And I said, "Hey, I've got a lot from America. I've got a couple from Canada. I've got one from Iceland. I've got a couple from Spain. Germany, UK. Only thing that's missing is, I think, Austria, Switzerland, and France. Whereby I think I have one in France. That is in France. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got Netherlands in here in my Discord. Yeah. I mean, we are international.
Yeah, definitely.
And he laughed, and he said, "Wow."
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about the 3D printing community. People all around the world are coming together on channels and talking, and it's a true international.
Yeah, and I think that is so cool, Discord. I think that was one of the best things that came on the market is Discord compared to Twitter or Facebook. Yeah. I find Discord a lot better.
Yeah, you don't like the Twitter?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. I use Twitter a lot, and a lot of people I talk to on Twitter, and also, like, you can have a conversation group where you had several people in the group. So, sorry.
Oh yeah. But he won't send people over to your stream, huh? Huh? And Derek Matthews writing me in Facebook too. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about Walter's stream.
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, one thing about the streams, sometimes when you're on a stream and several people are there, and then somebody comes into that stream and says, "Hey, I'm streaming on this channel. Please come here." And that's not very polite for the other guy to try to hijack the people. So it's better if you say, "Yeah, I'm gonna stream in 1 hour on my channel. So when you was done here, you can come over to my channel." But if it's going on the same time, I don't think it's a good idea to try to steal the audience, so to speak.
No, I was on Walter's stream. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything today that. Well, I'm going to be live, Walter, or something like that. We were talking. We were talking about yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. And Walter said, "Oh, Don, I see you already got programmed for tomorrow."
Yeah.
Just wrote in the chat. Yeah. But you first, buddy.
Yeah.
You first. I'll be after you, or whatever. And he just said, "Well, Don, you can start yours whenever you want to." That's no problem. Yeah. But Walter's a good friend too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I'd be more than happy, you know, to come to Murph and then, you know, meet all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I went to Earth last year,
yeah.
and met a lot of the people. And that
How was that over there?
That was amazing. It was a really, really well planned and organized event.
Yeah.
And I was really happy with the event.
Yeah, I think Murph is even bigger, huh?
Yeah, there's more people coming to Murph. Murph has been going on for several years, so it's better known. It was the first Earth last year, so but they got like 1,000 people or something coming. So they were able to like cover all their costs and such with the attendees. So
you mean Earth?
Yeah, Earth.
Yeah,
yeah.
Earth. Yeah. So, Earth is starting to make a good name too.
Yeah. So I guess next year Earth will be quite some bigger. And I because I can't really go to the States many times a year on my own funds. So last year I went to Earth, and this year I'm going to Murph. So I'm gonna do that way.
Yeah.
So Murph this year, and then I'll probably go to Earth the next year.
And don't forget your T-shirt.
Yeah.
I want to see that picture.
Yeah, you'll definitely do that picture because
I'm here. What's on the T-shirt? I'm here for cat, or
I'm here only for the cat.
Only for the cat. Yeah. You got to have that T-shirt on, and then let a picture be taken with you and Cat together.
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just here for the cat. because that was actually a comment on my channel, because my cat was always showing up on my video, and then in some video I got this comment: "I'm here only for the cat."
That is absolutely cool. And you know, on our EU stream, when I said Cat's going to be there at Murph at Earth 2, you have to make sure that or at Murph, you have to make sure you got that T-shirt on. Yeah, that was a good Cat was even laughing, you know.
Yeah. See, I think she also purchased the T-shirt, because it's like an online store where you can buy the T-shirt.
Yeah.
I think she went ahead and got herself a T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely cool. Yeah, no, yeah, but I mean, you know, if I had the money, if I had the money, I think all three of us would probably be in the same airplane.
Yeah, because she was searching for the cheapest flight from her location to the States. Yeah, she's taking a flight to Iceland, and then we will be on the same plane from Iceland to the States.
That means all I'd have to do is just make sure I had a cheap flight to Iceland.
Yeah.
With a connection to New York, and I would probably be in the same airplane as you.
Yeah, connection to Chicago. We fly to Chicago, and then I'll get a rental and drive to the location. I think it's like a 2-hour drive or something.
Yeah.
From the Chicago airport.
Yeah.
So we are gonna share a rental as well. And I and Mitch, we are planning to share a room to save on the hotel. So I'm trying to do it as cheap as possible.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds perfect. And as long as you can save a little bit of money, you know, on both sides, you know.
Yeah.
You know, sharing the cost for the transport and everything.
Yeah,
that's more than perfect.
Yeah, it makes sense to organize it a little bit beforehand and
Yeah.
and do that. Yeah, now I put some primer on with a spray can and covered up most of the white.
Shit. Found a couple of places that I missed. And then a couple of places that are too light. They need to be a little bit darker. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was just jumping on Walter's stream. He's streaming at 1080p, but he probably has set his bitrate down quite a lot because the compression is really high on his stream.
Yeah.
So he's probably battling with buffering on that resolution.
Yeah. I mean, even YouTube says that you shouldn't stream at that high. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Unless you have that certain type of internet connection.
Yeah, because if you like, from I'm seeing when I open up his stream, he's streaming at 1080p, but because of the compression, the video is really bulky and strange looking.
Yeah.
So he has to find a good combination of compression and resolution. And I just turned the audio.
Is he still live?
Yeah, he's still live. I was just listening in for a second just to see what's up, and he's playing around with the setting, the bitrate settings, and trying to get it in a good position or a good setting.
Normally, what does YouTube recommend? 720. Yeah, 720 or what was it? 1080.
Yeah, 1080 is most popular.
Yeah,
I've done like it was not 4K. It did like the half between 1080p and 4K.
Yeah.
That was working for me because I have a gigabit fiber. So
cool.
So I can do like a high res streaming if I want to.
Yeah.
But the Google Hangout, that one is 720p. So
yeah.
So for Google Hangout, that's the maximum resolution of that platform. So
yeah. Yeah, and when you think about it, yeah, with 720, you can even do 720 with HD quality, and then everybody that is watching, they don't have any buffering problems at all, unless of course they really have a bad internet connection, you know.
Yeah. But YouTube scale, if you are watching and you select a lower resolution, YouTube will encode it to that resolution. So
yeah.
you can always watch at a lower resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that Walter is getting a better connection and he can play around with the settings and find out what's the best for him.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying that out too with a test stream, and found out as long as I'm doing the Google Hangouts, yeah, 720 is the best, yeah, in HD quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that seems to work for me.
Yeah.
I found another spot. Oh man. You know what I'm doing right now? Drop for drop.
Yeah.
You know, one drop of paint, and then if I need a little bit more, then another drop.
Yeah.
Okay, that is all his backpack. This is leather.
Do you have a good reference photo of the to compare or to get the idea of what color he should be at?
Yeah. I have a you know, from Alex's design. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I downloaded a couple of the pictures that he has on his webpage. But I mean, okay, the one picture that I have, it looks good, yes, but I don't know. Could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
But let me see if I can do something with my lighting here. Get a little bit more lighting over here so that it doesn't look so dark. Come on now. Turn around. Don't get in the camera. Yeah. A little bit red in the brown. Yeah. So red brown color. And then his tail. Well, I have to put the lighter. I think that's almost white that I should use, right? For the rings on his tail.
Yeah, for the white or light, very light gray.
Yeah. Because I also have to do something with his face too. And then a little bit of black on his nose. But thank God I've got the Vallejo paints, because that makes it a lot easier, you know, when you only need a drop of paint.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had the brown tones that I need, yeah, if I already had those, I would have been using those instead of mixing brown. Because right now I got that problem that I have too much brown.
Yeah, 1.5 to 3 megabit upstream. Gustner is saying, yeah, that's that's about the same that Walter had before, 1.5 megabit upstream.
And 1.5 megabit stream. That'd be cool. 1.5 megabit stream. Just imagine you can do a high 4K streaming with that. But yeah, then again, there's the problem. Everybody else would probably be having buffering problems.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I gotta put my glasses on so that I can see exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, for me, my gigabit connection with unlimited download.
Yeah.
That cost me 50 euros per month. But
wow.
Actually, it doesn't cost me anything because my workplace pays it for me. So
yeah,
because I work from home quite some. Yeah, so 50 euros for gigabit connection is a price here, for me.
Okay. Yeah, but that is really cheap, you know, from price. Yeah. That is cheap. Wish I could get that to the same price here, you know. And I could say, okay, it's getting interesting for me now. But as long as it's working as it is right now, I shouldn't worry. I mean, who knows how long that's going to be with the Google Hangout and YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many rumors going around.
Do you think they're going to cancel the Hangout? Or
yeah, they're talking about, you know, deleting that Hangout, using some other type of program or something like that, and then Google Hangout will only be then for private Hangouts.
Yeah, okay.
And there won't be any link again, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a 210 cost around 85 euros. Yeah. 39 for the 53 megabit plus TV. 39 euros only for 53. 50 down, 3 up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have 50 down and 12 up. And that's with 1 and 1. And no TV. But I have the card for my cell phone. That's 10 euros. So that's 49 euros that I pay for mine, which is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the camera you're using, that's 7020p?
This camera?
Yeah.
That's a 720 HD.
Okay.
Yeah. And the 910 and the 920, I think they're all with or the 900 series, I think they're all with 1080p, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this little HD 5000 from Microsoft that I have here, that one is a 1080p.
Yeah, okay.
But the quality is not good.
Yeah, and you're using OBS.
I'm using OBS, yes.
Yeah, and what settings do you have in OBS for the video? Are you using 1080p or is OBS set for 2020?
Where is that for stream?
No, if you go into video.
Video, yeah.
Then
I have 1680 by 1050, and then output is 1344 by 840. Download filter B-cubic.
Okay.
Frames per second value 30.
Yeah, and you're using the OBS plugin for Google Hangout, the virtual camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you could try to do is to when the stream is off, you have to stop the virtual camera plugin.
Yeah.
And set the output resolution to 1080p, so it's the same resolution as 1080p, and see if you can get a little bit clearer image.
From that camera?
No, just from the stream. So
yeah, okay.
So Google Hangout will get a better resolution upstream. Yeah, but you have to shut down the virtual camera.
Yeah.
And then you can change the output scaled resolution.
Okay. I'll have to try that again. I don't know. Maybe under the week, you know, with test live stream, you know.
Yeah.
See how that comes out.
Yeah, you can send me a message and we can play around with it.
Yeah.
We can just use a normal Google Hangout. We don't have to go life, you know.
Yeah. So now I need another. And let's see how that color comes out. First off, one drop.
Let's see if I can show you. I'm doing. Can you see on my camera the print I'm doing?
Yeah.
Can you see the like the red part that is starting to appear here?
Yeah.
That's the interface layer. So I'm using a different filament just for the interface layer. I'm just doing this test. So the support and the main part is all the same color, and only the interface layer is the second color.
Okay.
So normally, if you have like water-soluble supports, you want to have the interface layer with that filament. So because that filament is quite expensive, and you don't want to waste it on the normal supports. You just want to have it as the interface layer. So I'm trying that feature out now, just with a yellow color and a red color, just to make it more visible for the video. But normally, like in my case, I'm having like a deep red color as the interface layer, and that bleeds a little bit into the yellow. So normally I wouldn't use that difference in color, like a high color filament. You'd use maybe just a clear PLA or clear PVA, so you would have less color bleeding.
Yeah.
I'm on purpose having a very difference in color just to make a good video material. It's often when I'm doing some prints for a video, it's maybe not so practical, but for the purpose of a video, it makes sense just because it looks a bit better on video.
Yeah. No, but for example, the camera quality over there on your printers.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, that is a 922, the Logitech camera. Like my close-up camera.
Yeah. For some reason, I do think that the 900 series has a better video quality compared to the 500 series.
Yeah, definitely they do.
Yeah.
It's more expensive, but better quality.
Yeah. I mean, there was one point, and I was really peed off at that time. Mitten in the month, I don't have any money to buy anything except for food.
Yeah.
And I was watching 920 going out in eBay for 35 euros.
Yeah, I'm looking just on Amazon in Germany.
Yeah.
And the Logitech Brio 4K camera, that's the one I want to have. That cost 163 euros. So that's a lot of money.
Yeah. It is.
So I haven't made the order. I have this 1080p camera. It's working quite well. There's nothing wrong with it. So it's difficult to say, I want a little bit higher resolution just for the sake of getting higher resolution, when 1080p is what most people are watching YouTube at 1080p. So 4K is not like a mainstream yet. So
no, and there are even some streams, even live streams, for example. They might be streaming with 1080p or something like that, but for some reason, I don't know why, I have a 50 megabyte connection.
Yeah.
And they're streaming at 1080p. I have to go down to 720p so that I have no buffering all the time.
Yeah, okay.
As soon as I go up to 1080p on the one or other, I might have some buffering. and I don't understand why.
Yeah, if that's the case, then your internet provider is not doing its job, because let's say they sell 1,000 connections at a certain rate,
Yeah.
and if everybody is watching at their maximum speed, they can't deliver that. But normally not everyone is using the maximum download at the same time. So the provider has to decide, okay, it is good enough for me to like have my half of my users to use full speed, and the rest is not never gonna use the whole speed. So so they have to compromise on that, and at a certain point, videos get the higher quality and higher resolutions, and they have to follow up. So when more and more people are streaming in a higher quality and downloading stuff and such, they have to up their end as well.
Yeah.
If they are not doing that on a reasonable level, then you will suffer and never get your advertised speed. So what you have to do is to go on a web page called speed test, and do several times over the day and during the week, do a speed test to your closest location, and write that information down and send them an email. Hey, I'm never getting the advertised speed. I'm always just getting 25 megabit, but I'm buying for 50. So you have to send them that information and complain and say why I'm not getting the correct speed.
I have the problem right there. Yeah. When I do the official telecom speed test, it's showing it a little bit lower, only a little bit lower than what I'm paying for.
Yeah. Okay. So,
and then when I go and contact support, like when there is a problem, well, they say, well, yeah, it's only guaranteed I think it's 75 or 80%.
Yeah.
What you're paying for, they have to guarantee that. What is under that, then there's a problem, and they have to figure that out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they have that in their SLAs defined.
Yeah.
And then like when I was having at some years ago, I had 250 megabit download.
Yeah.
That was working fine. And then they advertised, okay, now we can move to 500 megs.
Yeah.
And I got that speed, but my wireless or my router didn't handle that speed. So that one only delivered about 310 megabit. So I had to get a new router to get the actual speed.
Yeah. Oh, when I ordered the 50 that I have here now, they had to send me a new router for that.
Yeah. So your router should be able to deliver.
Yeah. Should be able to, but I don't know. Yeah, and then they they replaced all of the cables. Yeah. So normally everything should be working good, but every once in a while I do have my my doubts on it.
Yeah. And do you have a cable from the router to your main computer, or is it a wireless?
No, I have a cable connected. Okay. The router is right here on the floor. Yeah. Because I'm not going to be drilling any more holes into the wall. Yeah. Especially when I have to move, and then I have to plug up all those holes that I make.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be drilling any holes in the wall. But the new modem is down here laying on the floor, and there's a 1 meter cable that is coming from the modem right into my PC, which is right down here on the floor.
Yeah. So you're not having an issue with a wireless network?
No. The only The only place where I have my wireless, that is for my iPad.
Yeah. That's the same for me. I have everything wired up.
Yeah.
Like for when I set up the studio here, I had to drill quite a number of holes in several walls to get a cable at this location. but me and my wife, we own our apartment, so I don't mind drilling holes.
Yeah, that's a lot different. That's a lot different. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about moving again or patching up the holes or anything like that. Because or getting any type of problems because you're making holes.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, not except if I drill a hole into a pipe.
There you should be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could make a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like when I'm moving or changing out a TV or whatever, I take it down and patch the holes and make new holes for the new TV and just do it as I go.
There you go. Oh yeah. Oh man, this dark red. I hope it lightens up a little bit compared to when it's dry. Because right now this dark red looks almost like the brown that I've already painted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the problem I have with painting, I always put too much of a paint in on each layer. I know that you should, like with a spray can, just do a light coat and wait, and do another coat and wait, and do another coat.
Yeah.
I always get too greedy and put too much, and then I end up with puddles of paint that take forever to dry. That's my problem with spray paint.
Yeah, you got to be careful there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my battleship, the Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I did the bottom side of it, and I was really amazed because I only did a light coat on it. Yeah, and that was about 3/4 of the first can of paint.
Yeah. Have a look at this. This is the final Star Wars project.
Oh man, that thing looks cool. With the weathering and everything, that looks absolutely cool.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
And I have it in this working position, and I've done a video on it. That's a scheduled video coming out in a week or two.
You're going to get a lot of likes on that one.
Yeah, probably. I've done a video on the A2S2, the Walker.
Yeah.
That got released just today.
What? Today first?
Yeah.
Oh man, you got to schedule those things for a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I have I try to have a little bit of queue of videos. So this is the A2S2. Video on that was coming out today. I did a video some time ago.
That one looks really nice.
Yeah, it's really cool model.
Oh yeah.
Then you've seen the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
Now those videos are out, so now there's one more video. Then this is not painted. This one I did a few days ago. This is Darth Vader by Buckman. It's a really cool model. This one is printed in the Filament, the Galaxy Black.
Yeah.
It's a really nice color. Nice print. So I still have to do a video on this one.
I am your father.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesse Foreman. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also saying that looks fantastic.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie, and everyone.
Yeah.
Listener.
Hey, Robbie Mack. Hey. Didn't see you sneak in here. And Derek? Yeah, there's Derek. Yeah.
Yeah, Kushner, it's not a MMU print. It's all painted. The Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. But that ATST, that looks so cool, man. Okay.
Trying to set the camera for the print.
Yeah.
I have it running.
Okay, where was it?
Yeah, thank you, Jesse. Yeah, I was watching when I recorded, or when I was doing the X-Wing when I started, and that was a month ago. So I've been doing Star Wars models for a month now. And I think I'll take a break, and now I'm doing the Palette 2 video material. So that's the focus I have now.
Okay, that means I can go further on with the models, huh?
Yeah. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get the Millennium Falcon. It's so huge model. I have no space for it. And
not only that, just imagine how many parts you've got to print.
Yeah, it's also it's like if I would get the model and the exterior extras, it's 110 euros.
Yeah.
So it's quite expensive.
How much?
110.
Holy cow!
If you get the model and the exterior parts, then you can spend like $50 or $60 more if you get the internal parts as well.
Yeah, but that I mean that doesn't make any sense with the internal parts unless you make it so that you can take the top off.
Yeah, and then you have to have some location that you can have it like a showpiece.
Yeah.
So it can be standing on a table, and you can open it up and show people. And I don't have any space like that.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not gonna buy that model just because I don't have any place for it.
Yeah. That is understandable.
And now I have a
whereby I have the Selenium Malcolm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, where they change the F and the M on the two words.
Yeah.
I have that model. I think the one that I have looks really nice, but it's not that big, you know?
Yeah. You can see here on the shelves, I have the A2A2 on top here.
Oh, that's almost at the roof, huh?
Yeah. And then the TIE Fighter, X-Wing, and the Walker.
Yeah.
Thanos and some other models.
Yeah.
And this space is all full up. And there's a Star Destroyer from Wellbot as well.
Yeah.
Little there.
Yeah.
So
your problem is you don't have enough shelf room there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know where to put the models I print.
Yeah. But that looks really cool.
Yeah, Jesse is asking you on the process on the Hypercube.
It's almost there. It is almost there. I've got the large board, the display and everything. What I'm going to have to do now is print cases for them so that I can mount them. And and the power supply. And then I need to get the extruder that I've got over there on my Amazon wish list. I need to get that. And then those geared GT2 pulleys. I need to get those and change those out that I have in the printer right now, because the printer has the ones without the geared teeth, and I was already told to change those. That is not good at all. So they're going to be changed out, and there's going to be the geared teeth in there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's almost at that point. I think in if everything goes good, I think in February everything's going to be finished and hopefully up and running.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows? So I'm running out of space to hold this model.
Yeah, it's wet paint everywhere.
Yep. Yep. So now I definitely have to let it dry a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I need that orange again, because I have to do a little, there's still a little bit of orange in there, but I'm a huge 4, 5, 6 Star Wars fan. Yeah, Jesse, not only you. I've got all of the videos. I've watched every one of those. And I can remember back in my younger days, I think I watched the first ones that came out. That was the 4, 5, and 6. And I think, I don't know, the first one that came out, I think I watched that about 10 or 15 times.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I was. Then they did the remakes of with the better graphics, and then I watched those. And
they did the remakes, and I watched all of those a couple of times, and then then they come out with the 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Of course you've got to watch those.
Yeah.
You got to see how everything came out started.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have all of those videos on one of my extern drive. Yeah. I have all of those videos, because that's something. If you're a Star Wars fan, you have to have the videos, and if you don't have the videos, you are not a true Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Star Wars. I mean, Star Trek, yes. Star Trek Atlantis, yes. Star Trek The Next Generation, yes. Stargate, I watched it completely. Yeah. I had the complete series too, but I sold that then to a friend. Astra Star was 8mm when I was young.
Yeah. Okay.
On 8mm. Well, I don't know what was in the Kino.
Yeah. So you had like the film released on a 8mm film to watch it.
Strange. Vallejo is supposed to be a water-based paint. It doesn't come off too easy on fingers.
Yeah, I have to clean myself fingers a little bit. That's the other problem I have with painting. I always try to touch the models while the paint is still wet.
Yeah. You know, the nice thing about the Vallejo paints, they're water-based. Yeah. Can you remember back then when everything was based on oil and other stuff, and you had to use nitro to clean your hands and scrubbing them all day long before they even looked as if they were halfway clean? Can you remember? Can you remember those days?
Yeah, I remember when I was like 8 or 10 years old. You bought like a plastic model that you had to glue together and paint, like tanks and all that.
Yeah.
And the paint that came in like in a metal can, a small metal can.
Yeah.
And you had to paint with that, and you got your fingers all messed up. And yeah. Yeah, I remember those. I used to do the models, man. Maybe I got a plane and a tank or something, and then I always ended up setting it up like in a battle scenario or something, and then putting everything on fire. so I always tossed the models in a simulated fire battle.
Martin. Bad boy. Yeah, Augustin's right there. What? 8mm, on the neighbor's house wall. It was cool until they complained about the loudspeakers we had inside. Why complain? Damn, get your butt out there and watch that movie too.
Yeah.
You can watch it for free. You don't have to pay another 20 euros or what, to go back into the cinema to watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man. I can't believe how some people would complain.
Yeah.
No, the first computer was the Commodore C16 from Aldi. I updated it the same day to 64 kilobytes RAM. I had my first computer, that was the Commodore C64.
Yeah, mine too was Commodore 64.
Yeah. And I was even earning money back then with that one.
Yeah, okay.
I had a 24 matrix dot printer.
Yeah.
And I was working at an offset printing company back then at that time. And I was making all the text layouts and everything for my boss. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, typing them up and then bringing him the prints, and all he had to do was just cut them out and then place them on a display, like he needed it, from the format here and everything.
Yeah.
And then he filmed those, and then made the printing plates that we needed for the offset printing. That was cool back then. That was really cool. Then I even had a chance to make my own money a couple of times, making business cards for a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool back then. And then I can't even tell you what happened to that C64 with everything that I had. I had the 5 1/4-inch disk drive for it. I had the matrix printer. I had a 14-inch monitor for it. And then the cassette, the cassette drive.
Yeah.
The band.
I remember that you had the games coming on the cassettes, and then you were using like a stereo to copy the tape. If you got a game from a friend, and you copy the tape, and that didn't always work out, and it was quite a hassle.
Yeah. And then when you had the game, you had to run the tape and then wait until you could start playing the game. Yeah, until it was loaded, you know.
Yeah,
oh, man.
I remember there was some racing game, and it had to load between levels. You drive for a few minutes, and then it had to reload, and you drive for a few minutes, and it was really stressful to make sure everything was loaded up correctly between the levels. And sometimes when it didn't work, you were trying to set maybe the record or something,
and
then it didn't load, and that was
that was a pain. Yeah. And Gustner, he was right. Yeah, no, the magazines back then, you know, with all the codes that you had to type up.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can remember sitting there typing all those codes for a program that I wanted. Yeah. And that was the biggest pain for me. And then you try to run that program and it doesn't work all of a sudden. And why? Because somewhere instead of AD 33 or whatever, you wrote AB 33 or who knows what. Yeah. But you're reading all that code again to see if you can find out where the mistake is. Yeah. Luckily, I had my wife back then. Yeah. She found it interesting until I started giving her a magazine and then the printed code, yeah, and asked her to compare that thing line for line and tell me where the mistake is.
Yeah.
Oh, she did that once for me. After that, she told me, if you need to do something like that again, do it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, I can hold them on the brown now. There, over here.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this leather is a red brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not a red brown. It's called burnt red.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then I've got the brown, that mixed brown for his fell and everything, but the colors, they come seemingly close together.
Yeah. Maybe you should light it up a little bit, the red on the harness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. I'll wait until that dries. It is still wet. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, but wait a minute. As long as you are drying, I can try something else. See how that'll come out. And I'll need the winder brush. I need the orange. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, Gustner is saying my boss doesn't like my 3D printers, but she likes if I fix things in the house. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's similar here in my my house. She doesn't want me to have any more printers because it takes space, but she really likes when I can fix things, and she has asked me sometimes, can you please do this or that, and then I can do that, and she will be happy about that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going on mute for a little bit. I have to talk to my wife.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think she wants to go shopping. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Time to give out some money. Yeah. So upper part, that's supposed to look a little bit like flames are coming out, and then it goes into the white. That's for the smoke. What I have to do right now, I have to wait for that red to dry up a little bit so that I can mix some orange into it. Oh man, waiting for everything to dry, waiting for everything to dry. Yeah, but I know what you mean there, Gusner. I know what you mean there. Yeah, then my first PC, that was the, what was it? 340DX 50 or something like that. With, what did I have in it? I think 2 megabytes in RAM. 2 megabytes in RAM that had a 3/4 inch drive, and then I think it was the 5 or 10 5 or 10 megabyte hard disk. And that thing costed me 3,500 German marks back then.
Yeah.
Huh? You're back?
Yeah. Yes, she's going to the grocery store, and then we'll cook later. So so I don't have to go to the store.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, you got to stop her. Tell her I need this, this, and this.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows the usual stuff to buy.
Well, Augustine, I don't know how old you are, but yeah. Unfortunately, I have to admit, I do have a couple of years on my back. Yeah, the 340, then that was 3,499 German marks, and then the monitor, that was a 14-inch monitor. God, I hated that monitor, but yeah, what could you do?
Yeah.
And then the Reinhold, that was his name, the guy that had that computer shop. He called me up one day. Yeah, done. When are you going to be coming by again? I said, well, I'll probably be stopping by in a couple of days. Why? Oh, we got something new, interesting for you. And you know, back then, 5 1/4 inch disc, 3.5 inch disc. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the programs installing on that.
Yeah, so you didn't have to use the tape.
Oh, I mean, okay, compared to the C64, that was a large improvement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, and what was it? Oh yeah, I had to bring my computer with me. He had to put it in a complete new case because there wasn't any more room. He had to put it in a bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That costed me something like 250 marks, 300 marks, something like that. Yeah. But I had a bigger case, which was cool. That meant I could put another hard disk in there, or for 699 marks back then, CD-ROM that he put in it.
Yeah.
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 Oh man, my wife was complaining. Oh man, all that money. What are you going to be doing with that thing? I said, I'm going to be earning money with it. Why?
Yeah.
How are you going to earn money with that? How are you going to earn money with that? And I said, just wait and see. Then, you know, first thing I did is I got that vinyl cutter.
Yeah.
The vinyls. And then I got that Easy Cut cutting program from Berlin. And then, you know, I was making signs, and then window graphics, and then car designs. And, you know, I think 6 months later, I told my wife, everything was paid for.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looked at me, huh? I said, yeah, everything's paid for. And you was asking me, how am I going to earn money with that?
Yeah. Yeah. She didn't know how the opportunity was for you to have that.
No, she didn't realize that back then, but yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool. I think if I leave it like that, that would be probably good enough. The flames don't have to come all the way down because it turns into smoke. Yeah. Yeah. If I leave it like that, that would be good enough. My first BBS handle was Howard the Duck. My avatar I still use today, by the way. My password I used for this is the same one as I issued back then well, with some additions here. Howard the Duck. Quack, quack. Have you seen that movie too?
Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to Google it.
That was also a science fiction. I can't remember the correct title from the movie, but
yeah, Howard. Don't think I've seen this one.
No. You got to watch that. That was a classicer from back then.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a classicer from back then. Yeah. Yeah. Howard, he lives on another planet, and then some type of experiment went wrong on the Earth, and Howard got pulled through the space. Yeah, like in a wormhole or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and landed on the earth, and he was the only duck, that could talk.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was about half the size as a normal person.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing imagery from it on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've definitely not seen this movie.
Okay. I mean, it was cool. It was cool.
Hi, Matt. Matt is tuning in.
Huh?
Matt from How I Do It. He was
Oh, hey, hello.
coming into chat.
How you doing? Yeah. Both of us are doing some painting today.
Yeah.
I'm working on Rockett Raccoon.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for paint to dry.
Yeah. Same here. I'm also waiting for the paint to dry.
This is an Icelandic church, a model from my mini factory. So I'm just waiting for paint to dry.
Yeah.
See here, Matt, I'm doing a print with a palette, and I'm using the red color as a interface layer. So you can see it a little bit on the print here. You can see I'm using the red one as an interface layer. So I'm trying that feature out with slasher. So that's what I'm doing.
10 minutes for an MP3, man. I remember setting it to download overnight and getting up the next morning only to find it failed.
Yeah, that's true. It's like 3D printing. Sometimes you come after a few hours or 10 hours from work or something, and everything is going into ruins on the print bed.
Robbie Mac.
Yeah.
He was the karate quack fu master and ran for president. Critics got the comic shut down because it was inappropriate for children.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Vince is there. How you doing, Vince? Oh, yeah. No, but Howard the Duck, he was cool. Inappropriate for children. So that's something I can't understand.
Yeah, every cartoon from 20 years ago is inappropriate for children these days.
Oh.
Even like a Tom and Jerry, the cat and the mouse.
Yeah.
It's too violent for TV today.
You got to be kidding.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding. That is really hard to believe that that's so,
Yeah, everything is.
But yeah, I mean,
sensitive today.
Yeah, I mean, back then, those films, they shouldn't have been sent out, Back then, everybody was so prude. Imagine how long it took before a woman could walk around on the beach with a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took a couple of 100 years.
Yeah, Costner is saying bye. Yeah, take care, Costner.
Okay, take care. Oh, yeah. Why did he do that? Why did he do that on the backside? That? with gold. And that too. Strange. This gold color that I have here, this comes out really nice. Almost too nice. Okay, that side is done. See if I can get this side done. Yeah. Ah, come on now. Need some place to hold that guy. That's looking nice. Ah. Okay, and then the first ring. How's it going along with your?
Yeah, it's still wet, so I just have to, I put a second coat of the primer.
Ah, okay.
So it's all covered in like white with the primer, but
yeah,
I have to put in a little bit of like gray color and then hand paint the roof part like black. So
yeah. What do you think of that gold color, huh?
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the engines.
Yeah. Yeah. And then silver rings, and then the exhaust is also gold. Okay. Now I'll do the exhaust in gold. Junge. Really amazing. This gold paint is still good, and it's about 25 years old.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this gold paint is normally used for finishing in a church.
Yeah, okay.
Figures and stuff like that.
Is it water-based or is it oil-based?
It is oil-based and very expensive.
Yeah, okay.
But it didn't cost me anything. I mean, it's only a half a jar, yeah?
Yeah.
from that little jar that I have. It's only half full, but yeah. I got it for free.
Okay.
The friggin' avatars are too close. Which avatars?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're. Yeah, I think they are talking about the duck cartoon or the Carter. Yeah, he was cutting ads, smoking duck.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yep, I'm gonna have to go over that again.
Yeah, I'm just eating away some sticks. You know?
Uh-huh. So now this is definitely going to take a couple of minutes longer to dry. Is that oil-based? Reich, Bleich, Gold. Eckert. Gotta put my glasses on to read that.
Yeah.
Decorative metallic. For innen on wood, metal, glass, and plastic. Mit feinen Pinsel, gründlich, sauber und trocken und fett und lustfrei. Okay. Whatever. Let me try something here. See if that'll work. No, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's a good thing that I'm using one of those cheap brushes that I had.
Yeah.
Whereby, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is it? There it is. And there's all. I know how to get that brush clean. If you don't have any nitro, maybe this will work. Yes, it'll work. Look there. That'll work.
What could you use? What was it?
Huh? IPL?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I do need to get a, this set of brushes that I have here, I got that for $4.99 at Lidl grocery store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For $4.99, all these brushes that I have here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. $4.99. I thought, okay, that'd be good for a start. But
Yeah.
but I definitely need some better brushes. Yeah.
Yeah, do the hair comes out of them, or what's the problem with them?
The problem that I had with them, the hairs were going apart. They weren't staying together.
Yeah, okay.
At a point, for example, this one here hasn't been used yet. You see how that goes to a nice fine point?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. As soon as there's paint in there, that thing will spring apart.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's cheaply made.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I need is set. I found some in Amazon, yeah, but I found them in eBay too. But you're talking about 3-4 euros for one brush.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and from the quality, they look good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have to wait. I have to wait and see how far this goes with painting, you know, because 3-4 euros for one brush, that is a lot of money. Especially when you need about 3 or 4 different ones, you know. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some rest. I think I need to go to bed and rest a little bit.
We've been at almost 3 hours now, and
Yeah.
I do think that is almost time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good hangout painting.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I was also thinking about doing some printing today, but unfortunately, I did not get my delivery that I was waiting for. And as soon as I get that delivery, then I will be able to try doing some printing with that silver metallic, because I'm waiting for a different roll of silver, of dark gray metallic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had to tell him, yeah, that I was having massive problems with that roll that you sent me.
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't produce that himself. That dark gray metallic, that was one that they got from a supplier.
Yeah, okay.
A third party filament, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to have to do on month's end, I'm going to have to send him that roll back so that he can send it to that manufacturer and tell them, hey, what kind of stuff is this that you're sending me here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 1.62 to 1.64?
Yeah.
That is not good at all. Nope, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are you going to stream on or?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll say my goodbyes and
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Martin, you want to start off?
Yeah. So I'm Martin from the 3DP Iceland channel. We have been painting today, and I was playing around with my airbrush and then just primer on a church model. Yeah, so I thank you for watching today, and I'll see you guys later.
Yep. And link to Martin's channel, I think all of you already know. Otherwise, I will post a link afterwards to his channel down in the stream. Thank you all for coming today. Hope you all hit the like button. And yeah, we'll see you at, I think, next Saturday when I do the live stream. Maybe under the week, who knows? I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you all for coming. Wish all a nice day, evening, however it'll be. But yeah, Take care.